What is your favorite alternative for sugar?
I just put on my website, I made like a cream cheese, a sugar-free cream cheese frosting. It was so delicious. And I used powdered monk fruit. But then
Okay.
in baking, I'll use xylitol. And then
Okay.
sometimes I'll make my own lemonade, and I'll just squeeze fresh lemon and then put drops of stevia. So I pretty much use monk fruit, xylitol, stevia for
Okay.
different purposes.
Yeah, that's kind of what we use too. But, my husband prefers just give me sugar, just the regular sugar. And so what I've noticed is that for me personally, I like to put friction between me and the food that could be a trigger food for me. But now with him, I can't do that. Like he has a favorite coffee creamer. So I'm not going to say, well, you can't have your coffee creamer. So there comes to a point where it's that temptation may be there, that trigger food may be there, and like you said, the more we're not kind of taking it in, the easier it becomes. But it's still kind of tricky for me because I'm like, oh, coffee, I can do it just with some stevia. It's fine, I can do it black, no problem. But sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm more tempted because I have to see it. So do you actually ever put things in your house that would tempt you, or do you keep those out of sight, so to speak?
Well, I'm not a coffee drinker, but my husband is, and he has found the creamers because that was hard for him at first. But there's so
Hmm.
many creamers out now that have stevia in them or whatever, monk fruit, and he thinks they're delicious. I don't know, but
Yeah.
so I never used to bring in any junk at all. Well, there's
Okay.
teenagers in the house now with jobs, so they're bringing in tons of junk. They try not to. They try to eat healthy for the most part, but they've got cars and they have money now, and that's just what they do. So they bring in junk, put their name on it, and I'm surprised that no, not really. I'm not really tempted because, like I said, I have all these days under my belt. But the other thing is your taste buds change, which
Mm.
is a miracle. So now, once in a while at a restaurant, I'll be like, oh, yes, I'm going to try that bread pudding or whatever it is, really sugary. And it's like, ugh,
Too
it's just
sweet.
not what you used to love anymore.
Mm.
And so I'm just so happy for that, that the taste buds change and I'm more excited about like real food and like healthier desserts and then, that kind of stuff anymore, thank God.
Mm. Do you eat a lot of dried fruit, or try to be careful with that too, like raisins and dates?
No, be, because I had such a severe infection, I'll for the rest of my life kind of eat just berries, green apples, lemons, limes, grapefruit. That's probably about it. And then once in a while, I might put a banana in my smoothie, but not really because it's just kind of always on my mind.
Hmm.
But I think, those fruits are fine for other people if you don't have any health issues. I have nothing against that, but I just stick to the really low sugar fruits.
Gotcha.